How's things, Richie?
Well, how are you, right?
Grand, yeah, good, thanks. How do you approach this game in terms of, the playoff game to come? What's your thought process going into it?
It's about obviously a few of the lads need minutes, probably that are coming back from injury and so on. There's one or two that probably need to get more rhythm in their game and so on. So look, we're down a few numbers as well. So look, there'll be lads getting an opportunity tomorrow night as well. So it's I have to mind fellas then that have been probably playing on a heavy pitch the last number of games and so on. So it's just kind of just managing the squad really, that we have everyone kind of as fit as possible for the game next week.
Yeah. The kind of the virus or the illness that had been in the camp over recent weeks are you completely out the other side of that?
Nearly there now, yeah. Nearly there now. Jonas had it during the week and that, but he trained today, so he should be available for tomorrow. There was one or two of the staff had it as well, so look, we're nearly there now.
Yeah. I know kind of personal accolades aren't sort of your concern going into a playoff. I'm just looking at the top scorers in the Premier Division. You've got Rory on 13 along with 3 other players. But there's a high probability that some of those, like Rory, may not. I don't know what you're thinking is. Rory may not be involved if you're keeping him back. But if you to the other game, Jonathan Afolabi may not play for Bowles. Chris Forrester for Pats. Does that type of thing come into your thinking at all when you're picking the team for tomorrow night?
Not really. No, not really. Just obviously, you're just managing the players and you're managing the squad. If Roy does play tomorrow, I don't think it'd be 90 if he comes off the bench or whatever. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but he'll be in the squad anyway, so he'll play some part. But we'll see from what.
And so this may be a slightly random question, but I was just working on something about strikers in the league. Just the role of a modern day striker has kind of changed a lot, hasn't it? In terms of people are looking at 13 goals, and while that's a decent return for some of the players, it's probably not up around the kind of 20 mark that maybe strikers a few years back might be accustomed to getting.
Yeah.
Do teams ask different things of strikers these days?
Yeah, defending from the front, pressing from the front is massive now in the game. You see at the top level, that a lot of the defensive structure comes from your number 9, and they do a lot of unselfish work. Rory has that as well in his game as well, But yeah, I understand what you say. You look at top scorers, bar probably Holland in England and stuff. That you have Salah, who plays probably on the side. You've lads that are getting chipping in goals from different areas and stuff. So probably the game is evolving that way as well, But look, what we have here, we've got a number 9 that has a bit of everything about him, So look, he's had a very good season. You have to take into account too, Rory's missed a good chunk of the season as well, and obviously with everything that he's gone through, and I think there's only one penalty in there as well, so he scored from open play quite a bit as well, So look, it's a fabulous return,
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, thanks very much.
No worries.
Cheers.
Richie, how are you? John Fallon here. How are you doing?
Hey John, how are things, right?
Good, and you?
Good.
Just before we talk about tomorrow, obviously, Monday you had guard gate and all that went on. Has there been anything since? Because I know Stephen had, quite a pop at you in terms of leadership. Have you spoken to him since at all, or any contact?
No, not at all. I wouldn't expect it either, I made my stance clear after the game, and to be honest, I made it before the game. I had a conversation with Stephen as well. So look, I have to look after my own, John. The situation I'm in at the moment and stuff like that, and there was nothing. I wasn't just looking at it from a view that I'm here to damage Shamrock Rovers or anything like that. I'm doing it for my club. I make decisions for Cork City. I'm very privileged to be sitting here and doing that, and for my club and for my fan base and so on. That was the right thing to do, and I stand by that.
And it was your decision. It wasn't something that came from the players, was it?
No, I didn't even discuss it with the players. I made it. I didn't want it to become a discussion, open discussion, and so on. So I made it. I look, as I say, I understand, the fan base here, and and so on. And you know, they've been through quite a bit this year, you know, in terms of different things and so on. And I just felt it was the right thing to do for us, you know. And if I had to do it again tomorrow, I'd do it again tomorrow, you know. And look, probably what's come out after it and stuff that has been a little bit disappointing and stuff that. Look, as I say, on the night I take the flak, my decision and so on, but just felt that some of the things were said after was just a little bit disappointing. But look, again, if I knew it was going to be that way, John, I probably would have went to Aldi for the bottles of champagne, you know.
Instead of the expensive stuff, yeah.
Expensive, yeah. But look, fair play to Stephen and his staff and the players and all the rest of it. Look, they've fantastic achievement, and I felt that I did my bit, and the club have done their bit by acknowledging that as well. Didn't feel it needed to go any further, and look, it is what it is. You know, whatever's come out. Look, I've spoke to most of the players leaving the pitch or before from Shamrock Rovers and congratulated them all and told them to enjoy Friday night, because you know they're going to be celebrating, you know, winning another league, and that's great for them. But look, I have to look after my own, and that's my priority here, you know.
And just finally on it, is it like guards of honour in general? Is not something you're against? Just reading your quotes, you mentioned about it being more about the situation that you're in. You mentioned about having morals. Is it something like if you were third or fourth in the table, it wouldn't have been a problem? You don't think? I
don't know. Look, I to be honest with you, look, I make decisions for the club, and I represent the players. Obviously, I represent the supporters and all that, so I take everything into account. Be honest, 12 months ago we were getting them the other way in the first division, and if I'm being brutally honest, didn't put us up and down. To be honest, if it's a bit, I wouldn't say it's cringy or anything like that, but like you're going into a war with teams, and you're going onto the pitch to play and stuff like that. So I don't think even the Shamrock Rovers players themselves, I don't think it really mattered to them, really, you know. Even speaking to them, there was no animosity or anything afterwards or anything like that on the pitch when they've shaken hands or anything like that, you know. Look, obviously Stephen's a bit disappointed and stuff like that, but look, that's nothing to do with me. That's how Stephen feels, and look, as I say, look, wish him the best of luck and all the rest of it, but look, I look after my own.
Very good. And just on tomorrow night, can you tell us who's definitely out at the moment?
Kevin Kostovic is definitely out. I'm not taking risks then on one or two that have knocks as well, so there'll be a few more as well that will be that won't be travelling. Aaron Bulger won't be in the squad because Aaron's on the threshold of the cards and stuff like that, you know. So yeah, look, we'll have quite a different team, but look, gives lads an opportunity to play and represent the club, you know. And look, I've confidence even in younger players, if they're coming in and stuff like that they can showcase their talents as well. I know it's going to be a difficult game tomorrow night. I know Bows are going to be well up for it, and they've still got that outside chance of Europe. But look, great experience for some of the boys to play tomorrow.
And just on the playoff, I presume you'll go Saturday.
Yeah.
And do you have you been told yet where the venue will be Friday week?
No, not at all. So I've heard one or two mentions of in Dublin. I've heard if it's Cove, it could be the RRC, it could be in Turner's Cross if it's Cove, and so on. There's different things going around. So it's until it's probably announced that you just get ready. So look, even in preparation, sometimes on a Friday you play and you're already planning for the week after, you know, in terms of, you know, who you're facing. But our work won't probably start until Saturday night, you know, so it'll make it a little bit different, you know, in terms of preparation and stuff that for the week after, you know. But look, it's going to be interesting game, as we said the other day. It's clash of two styles, good players on both teams and so on, and it'll be an interesting game to watch.
And just finally, in the context of tomorrow, is it important, like obviously the Fourth Division team will have come in having won 2 rounds, is it important to get a result then tomorrow? I know you beat UCD, but rather than going in on a run of defeats?
Monday wasn't a defeat.
No, defeat. I'm talking about,
look,
not wins. Yeah.
Look, for me, John, it was more about probably, you know, getting us defensively stronger. You know, I think we've definitely done that in recent games, and that whatever is that, you know, in big games that you don't give up soft goals and so on. You know, so that's probably been the big improvement probably over the last number of games. Yes, we're creating chances in games, we're just not taking them at the moment and so on. But look, I back my lads, you know, when it comes down to that game and so on, that they'll be able to stand up and take chances when they come, you know. But to answer the question, yeah, look, it's important. It's a game for Cork City again, so it's the next biggest game, as I say. But look, obviously I have to have, you know, next week in the back of my mind as well, you know, in terms of lads with knocks and so on. I can't be risking anyone that's probably high risk, you know, to have an injury for the week after, you know.